This is our first seminar of this year, so happy 2018. Today is also a very special year for us at Sherwood Learning Center. 25 years ago, we had our very first class at Sherwood Learning Center in hopes that we would enrich our students' lives and prepare them for the rigors of high school and college admissions. Back then, we didn't have a lot of teachers, we didn't have a lot of classes. In fact, for some classes, we had to have our parents help out to teach some of our classes. Our parents were very highly educated, but as the years went by, we were able to expand our programs. We added more to our after-school program. We added ELD, we added subject enrichment, and as college admissions became more competitive, we began to add our SAT 1 program, our SAT 2 program, which is now called SAT Subject Test. We added our AMC program, we added our AP, and we also added our signature college counseling admissions program. So, people would say that we are very successful. We were able to add so many programs and meet the needs of our students. But we like to think that we are very lucky to have so many dedicated teachers, parents, staff, and students. Some of our teachers have been here for as long as, I think, 15 to 20 years, out of 25 years. Two of our teachers have been here for at least 15 years. So, I'd like to first give a round of applause for these students, parents, and teachers for being here, for being so dedicated to help us out through all these years. And as we know, it is the nature for students to eventually go off and do other things, but the parents and students come back and volunteer to help, and they come and visit us every once in a while. So let's give everybody, our teachers, staff, students, and parents, a big round of applause. Last 25 years. Next, I'd like to acknowledge a few students who have done very well on their SATs, and some other students who have done so well on everything in high school. They have been accepted to their dream college early admissions. So let's start with Bethany Liu, Ryan Noon, Mitch P, and Yes, let's have him come up, and we'll give him an award, a $100 cash scholarship, and a photo with our principal, and we'll ask him a few questions. Let's welcome him up. All right, before you go, I'm going to have you ask you guys a few questions. Maybe you can help everybody else down there too. So, Brian, you got a SAT 2 Physics 800. Can you tell me who your teacher was and some things that they did to help you out?
My teacher was Oliver, and he helped me just basically compile all the knowledge. Since I've taken like a bunch of physics courses at school, he helped me focus my physics skills and helped me point out the specific aspects that the subject test will test, and help me basically focus and concentrate on my abilities.
Okay, thank you. And next, we have Bethany. You got 800 SAT 1 Math. Can you tell us about?
Yeah. Okay, so my teacher is Mr. Michael Lee, and I'm really thankful for his continuous support because we were able to email him with our questions and our homework, and then ask him before and after class for advice about what else we can do further practices and worksheets, and who would provide that for us. So really I'm just thankful for his support and his help throughout the entire process.
And Ryan, SAT 2 Physics. Can you tell us a little bit about your teacher and what they did to help you?
Okay, so my teacher was also Oliver, and like Brian said, it was he was really good at helping me figure out what to really know on the test, because like Brian, I've taken a bunch of physics classes at Monte Vista, but there was a lot of information and I needed to condense it down so that during the test I could easily fill things out.
So your teacher helped you focus on find the correct answers. All right, next we'll have the early acceptance students join us. We'll have Brian Liu again, Ginga S, Kevin P, Christine C. Are they here today? Let's give them a big hand of applause. And this time, let's have their teacher join us. Their teacher was Daniel, Dr. Yoshida. Yes, please stand next to your students. And as if this row wasn't long enough, let's also have their parents join us too.
Should we dance them right there?
Grandparents. Oh, let's start this way.
1, 2, and 3. And 1, nice. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Oh, teachers, don't leave it. So let's start with the students. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into Pomona? How you got into Pomona, who your teachers, who your counselor was, and something that you'd like to share. What you think, though?
So my teacher was Daniel, he was my counselor, and I had like really no idea what to write about for my college essays, but then he like knew what to do because he's really good at his job. So he told me what to do, and he like edited a lot of my stuff. Whoa, wait, that's coming out. But like he told me what to do because I was really lost. I like before when I was a junior, I had no idea what I was doing with college, like screen sheets and papers. Like I was really confused because nobody told me what to do. But then Daniel was like really helpful. Anything else?
All right, let's ask Daniel. What do you have to share with maybe in your counseling style or some things about Christine?
Sure. Christine is saying all these nice things about me, but to be honest, she's being very modest. She was an excellent student, probably one of my favorites, and the reason why is she listened to everything I had to say, first of all, and then most importantly, she did a lot of work. She would always turn in things on time, if not early. She had very good grades, and most importantly, she knew what she wanted to do. I think this is something that a lot of students are missing out on, especially, I guess, those who want to apply early decision. Christine had a very clear direction, and I guess the only thing that I really helped her with was to help her kind of materialize that and put that together in an application form, and Christine executed it perfectly. So really all the credit goes to her.
Next, let's have Kevin. Oh, Brian?
Kevin is missing today, but he's my student.
Okay.
Ginga is missing today, but he's my student.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit about our counseling style and a little bit about Kevin and Ginga?
Okay, so Ginga got into Tufts University in early decision. Tufts is in Boston, as you know, and it's a very good school. They have early assurance program to the medical school. That's why Ginga wanted to go there. Kevin got early acceptance for Boston College, which is also a very good college, a liberal arts college in Boston as well. They both studied college counseling in 9th grade. So I was with them from 9th grade, studying all the way until they finished the college applications. So we met several times a year to discuss the activities and courses to take, what to do in the summer, whatnot. And at the end, there comes the essay portions. We worked very hard on essays as well, and I enjoyed the time meeting with them, discussing what to put in essays. They're both very good students, worked very hard, and they do deserve those great colleges.
Okay. For Ryan, what classes did you take here at Sherwood, and what are some of the teachers and techniques that they taught you you'd like to talk about?
I took a lot of classes at Sherwood, so I don't remember every teacher. But specifically, like classes-wise, I took AP Statistics, AP Language, AP Literature, a lot of math courses, just like Calculus, AP Calculus. And I believe that Sherwood helped me for an AP class, there's a lot of stuff to learn, and for the test, there's like a lot of key ideas and concepts that are tested, and I believe that the Sherwood staff has helped me just find the specific concepts that need to be focused on and help me practice and achieve my scores.
Okay, thank you. And let's give it an applause. And then Bethany, which teachers did you take here at Sherwood, and what were some tips that they taught you thought was useful?
Well, I didn't take as many courses as Brian did. The main courses I took were math and physics. I mean, for all the classes, I think teachers care a lot about the students, and that's what really helped me learn the materials and find help after school and after class, and have extra practices to do at home.
Okay, very good. And then Ryan, what classes did you take here at Sherwood, and what were some teachers you would like to thank, and what were some techniques they taught you?
So I took, I think, the general SAT and the physics SAT classes here, and I believe Daniel was a very interesting teacher to be a part of his class. I feel like he did a really good job in terms of teaching me the stuff to know to take on the test.
Okay, very good. Danny, do you have any words for Ryan?
For Ryan, it was about 6 months ago, so it's a little hard to remember, but Ryan was very attentive, and he was one of the better writers in class. And I think that, what I tried to teach him and help him with was, of course, the multiple choice section of the test as well. But the essay can be very challenging for students, so just helping guide him and making sure he knew what to talk about. And like Christine, he listened to what I had to say, so he was a very good student. I'm very proud of him.
Thank you. Wise words from wise students and wise teachers, of course. For students who are graduating this year, on behalf of Sherwood, we would like to thank you for putting all your time, your trust in with us. And we hope that your time here was, I can't say the word fun, but it was enjoyable enough that you come back every once in a while and visit Sherwood, visit the teacher, visit the staff, because I'm pretty sure they remember you. And for the students who have yet to graduate college, we hope to see you back here again, receiving the award and the scholarship for getting early acceptance or getting to the dream college. Let's give everybody here a big round of applause. Who have not only finished their college applications, but have gotten into their dream colleges with early acceptance. So we're going to give these students a certificate, a cash scholarship, a photo up with our principal, and we'd like to interview them a few questions on how they did it. So let's please have Kelly Hu, Ginga Sato, and Jason Jing. Come up, please. Here.
让我去叫他吗？皮特老师。皮特老师。
Also, who else were instrumental in helping these students get to where they are? Maybe their parents. Can we have the parents of these students come up? Can we come up and take a picture with them? You're okay? She's good. She's good.
1, 2, and 3. Good. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Perfect.
Do the parents want to take a picture with the camera? No, good, okay. Oh, wait, no, you're not leaving. We're gonna ask you how you did this, all right? Okay, first we have Jason.
Yeah,
You got into
Emory University.
Emory University.
Emory is a very good university to go for pre-med.
So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Emory University is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and it has an outstanding major in biology and pre-med track.
Okay. And so you chose that school
Because I'm interested in learning bio and chem.
Okay, cool. And then what were some Sherrill teachers that you thought that helped you along the way?
So I didn't take any classes at Sherrill, but I chose Dr. Yasha as my college application counselor, and I think she's very helpful.
What did she do to help you?
During my college application season, she was very responsible for me. She contacted with me frequently to make sure that I was on track, and she encouraged me to get involved in the local community and at my school. She helped me a lot during the college application season itself, especially with my essays to make sure that I was on track.
Is there anything that you'd like to add about
So I didn't do any activity, a lot of activities, but I'm suggesting that to students and parents that if your child or you want to apply to a good college, you don't have to choose a lot of activities to do, but make sure that you do what you like and you keep doing it until you succeed.
Thank you. Next student we have Ginga. What school did you get into?
I got accepted into Tufts University.
Tufts University? And why did you choose Tufts University?
I wanted to major in bio and pre-med, and Tufts was one of the best colleges for that.
Oh wow.
And then I wanted to be close to the ocean because of seafood, and so it's either West Coast or East Coast.
Okay,
So,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
The location was great too.
Is there anybody at Sherrill you would like to thank that helped you?
Dr. Yoshida,
Oh wow.
Peter Chang. If it wasn't for him, I would have failed calculus. So yeah.
Is there anything that you think they did that helped you that you'd like to share?
Dr. Yoshida helped me with my essays. I have horrible grammar, so if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have gone to any colleges. And then Peter Chang for helping me with math and SAT2 math.
Okay, okay. Is there anything, any lasting words you'd like to share with students who also want to study pre-med?
If you want to study in pre-med, make sure you pay attention in your science class and math. And if you want to fall asleep, just fall asleep in your class if you want to, but just not in bio. So make sure you know what you're doing.
Okay, okay, very good. And last but definitely not least, we'll have Kelly.
Yeah, I'm going to MIT,
Okay. What are you studying at MIT?
computer science and engineering.
Oh wow. And why did you study? Why did you select MIT and why do you select science? And computer science and engineering?
Well, I really love computers since I was little, and MIT is obviously one of the top schools for engineering and CS in general.
Okay, cool, cool. And is there anybody at Sherrill you'd like to thank that helped you?
I'd like to thank Jerry and Dr. Yoshida too for all her help for my essays and giving me really good ideas.
Okay, very good, very good. Is there anything that you would like to impart to the future students? MIT hopefuls?
Even if you don't think you really have a shot, just go for it. There's nothing really to lose.
Okay, very good, very good. So let's ask Dr. Yoshida, maybe you can tell us a little bit about each of the students.
Okay. So those students obviously are very good students, but like Jason said, you have to get involved in the community and at school to show your passion, your interest, and your care for other people. And you have to do it well. And you have to manage your time because you also have SATs and other classes to take and maintain your GPA. So here, my job for Ginga and Jason, because Jason was with Mrs. 11th grade, and Ginga has been with me all the way through to high school. It's to make sure that they're doing what they're good at and they like, and managing the time and balancing it. So keeping the balance is very important. So where to focus, what to focus on, and how to balance everything are the three key things for you to become a very good candidate for your dream colleges. And these students did it very well.
Oh, wow. Wise words from wise students and from our wise counselor. So we really hope, on behalf of Sherwell, we really like to thank you for putting your trust in us all these years. And also, if you really enjoyed your time here, or maybe we hope you enjoyed some of your time here, maybe you can come back and visit us, our counselor or our staff or a teacher sometimes.
Definitely.
And let's give a round of applause for the class of 2018.